I'm going to call the April 26th meeting of the Long Beach Community College District Board of Trustees to order. Welcome, everyone. We've got a full house, and we're delighted to see you all taking part in this aspect of our democracy. I would ask Trustee Baxter to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Place your hand over your heart. Ready, begin?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Secretary, could we have the roll call?
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Here.
Jeff Kellogg.
Here.
Doug Otto.
Here.
Sunny Zia.
Here.
There was no action taken in closed session, and so there's nothing to report out. I would ask for a motion to approve the minutes of the March 22nd, 2016 regular meeting of the Board of Trustees.
So moved.
Second.
You ready? Take a roll call vote, please.
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg. Aye. Doug Otto.
Aye.
And Sunny Zia.
Aye.
Okay. That is unanimous. Agenda item 2.6, introductions and special announcements. I personally tried to call recently elected trustee Vivian Malauulu. Her voicemail is full. I talked to her, or actually I didn't talk to her, but I left her a message shortly after the election, but I had hoped that she would be here tonight so that we could introduce her.
She's here today.
She is here?
Yeah, right there.
Please stand up. If I had known you were here, I would have asked you to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, but thank you very much for being here, and congratulations. So I think we should acknowledge that we just went through an election, and that elections are always very difficult and very time-consuming and very hard to do, but the election was completed successfully, as elections are done in a democracy, and I again congratulate Vivian Malauulu on her election. As I outlined in my campaign literature and the speeches throughout the community, I was running on a platform to provide the highest quality of affordable education by increasing course options, especially in technology fields at Long Beach City College, and to expand the Long Beach Community College Promise, to graduate students on time by helping students to reduce the time it takes to complete a course of study, and creating jobs for the future by expanding programs that link the prepared and highly qualified students we have with future employers, and continuing to increase transfers to universities. I think one of our agenda items, especially tonight, will very, very much push that agenda forward. I would like to acknowledge my opponent, Davina Kaiser, who everybody knows that running for office is a very difficult thing. I think she ran a great campaign, and I hope I have the opportunity to work with her in the future. Let's give her a hand as well. The election, while the election results were what they were, we were again disappointed in the low turnout. 5.5% of the voters in Long Beach voted. That's only 22,000 out of 168,000. In my area, Area 4 for the Long Beach Community College District, there were the highest number of registered voters, and 15% of those voters voted, while only 10% of registered voters in each of the council districts voted. I was privileged to receive a resounding 71.7% of the vote. This was the highest vote of any candidate in this election, including the candidates for City Council by more than 20%. In fact, I'd like to say that the amount of votes that I got exceeded the 3 candidates who were successful or in first place in the city college races by more than 1,000 votes combined. So I was also privileged to receive the endorsement of local Democratic organizations, and I especially want to thank the Long Beach Lambda Club for their confidences and friendship and for putting policy before politics, and to the many union members and labor groups who believed in me and got behind my candidacy in this campaign. I want to thank you all, and now let's get on with the meeting.
President Otto, if I may also congratulate you for winning, and I'll also acknowledge Trustee-elect Vivian Malauulu, who's in the crowd. If you could stand up, Vivian, so everybody can see you. Not that they don't know you already. She won by 60%. So congratulations. I can't wait to work with you.
Now, item 2.7, reordering of the agenda. We have received a request to reorder the agenda. Oh, we're going to do this first. Okay. We're going to do in item 2.6, additionally, we're going to have Eloy introduce some people.
Yes, we do have a few introductions. First of all, let me begin by asking Pat McKean, our journalism faculty member and advisor to the Viking newspaper, to introduce some of the journalism students who received awards most recently. Pat?
Thank you, President Oakley, members of the board, faculty, staff, and the community and students. I will ask the audience to please hold its applause until I'm completed reading the entire list of our award winners and accomplishments. Joining about 40 other community colleges from California to participate in the 3-day State Journalism Convention, March 17th through 19th in Burbank, the LBCC Viking News and City Magazine staff members won 9 awards, including an award for general excellence for the newspaper. The Viking was one of only 4 in the state to win the highest prize. The Journalism Association of Community Colleges and California Newspaper Publishers Association hosted the convention. In on-the-spot contest, Brandon Richardson finished first for news judgment and layout in the tabloid division, and third for news writing. Carlos Ochoa secured third in opinion writing. Joshua Miller took fourth in news photo and caption contest, and Juan Galvez received honorable mention for editorial cartoon. Aaron Wiseman took first for mail-in magazine illustration, and John Peacock and Cindy Macias took second for online photo story or essay. Josh also won a $500 scholarship. He also will be in San Francisco this Saturday to receive either a first or second place award from the newspaper publishers for a photo from Professor Delgadio's memorial service. Silvana Uribe and Kelly Mahaffey will either receive third or fourth place from the state organization for their work last spring covering homeless students that brought awareness to their plight. We also are very proud that 3 of our students will have traveled to Washington, D.C. this semester for political and journalism work. Denise Jones joined President Oakley in March. Omar Reyes will be in the nation's capital Thursday for a college White House Reporter for a Day event, and Christy Vanderhenst participated in a women's advocacy session earlier this semester in Washington. Much thanks to President Oakley's office for funding Denise's trip, and Trustee Baxter for arranging the majority of funding for Omar's experience of a lifetime. All the journalism students are currently working hard to invite President Obama to LBCC's graduation on June 9th. The newspaper is advised by Chris Viola and me. City Magazine was advised by Cindy Fry, Sean Dufresne, and Morgan Barnard. I'm also guiding our beginning news writing students this evening as they write about this meeting, as they learn how to cover government. Thanks to all of you who might be approached after the meeting for follow-up comments and interviews. Other part-time faculty members are Javier Mendoza, Kevin Sullivan, and Vivian Malauulu. Thanks again for your continued support for our students. And now a round of applause for all our accomplishments. Thank you.
Pat, as always, our journalism students make us very proud. Next, I want to ask Dr. Terry Long to introduce some of the great work of our honor students who participated in a conference at UC Irvine most recently.
So I'd like to ask Dr. Jeff Wheeler and the honor students to come up to the podium, please. So last month, Jeff invited me to attend the Honors Transfer Council of California event for honor students across the state of California. And I was able to attend this year, and I can tell you it was an incredibly great day. I learned a lot, and some of the things that I listened to I really didn't understand. But I would like to introduce to you, we had 12 students participate at UC Irvine, and seven of them are here. I'm not counting 7, but I'm going to say 7 of them are here tonight. I would like to introduce them and introduce the topic of either their oral presentation or their poster presentation. So when I say your name, if you would just step forward so everybody can know what your topic was. Kiana Flores. And I got to watch Kiana practice for her poster presentation before here at Long Beach City College. Kiana's poster was on winged jewels, an in-depth look into the wings of a hummingbird. So congratulations, Kiana. She's been accepted to transfer at UCSD, UCD, UCSC, UCSB, and California State University, San Francisco. Congratulations. Charles Hernandez did both a poster and an oral presentation. Poster presentation topic, is Charles here? No. Okay, well, we'll talk about him anyway. His poster presentation was the role of the financial derivatives, and his oral presentation was the effects of minimum wage hikes on rent prices and unemployment rates. He has been accepted to UCI and UC Riverside. Next is Lisa Lee. There's Lisa. Lisa did an oral presentation on the topic of the challenges to Black success within academic institutions. She has been accepted to UCSB, UCI, and UCLA. Congratulations. Next is one that I got to listen to, Noelia Gavarte. She did an oral presentation on economic regression, the effects of high school graduation and gross domestic production on unemployment. She's been accepted to UC Santa Barbara, California State University Long Beach, and California State University Dominguez Hills. Congratulations. Next is Martin Martinez Saldana. Martin did an oral presentation on the topic of affirmative action in education or sports. He has been accepted to UCI, UCSD, UCD, and UCLA. Congratulations. Jonathan Zambrano. Jonathan also did an oral presentation on a topic of Elon and Yahweh, reading polytheism in Deuteronomy 32, 8, and 9. I hope I did that okay. He will be continuing in our honors program here at Long Beach City College next year. Congratulations. And finally, Jacqueline Lawson. Jacqueline did an oral presentation on cervical cancer and breast cancer in women, a regression analysis of mortality rates. She has been accepted into the RN program here at Long Beach City College. Congratulations. So again, I express my congratulations to Dr. Wheeler and all of the honor students. Wonderful job. It was great to be able to be there with you, and I wish you much success either back here at Long Beach City College or at whatever institution you choose. Congratulations.
All right. Next, I want to quickly recognize the Communications, Relations, and Marketing Office at the 2016 Pro Awards, they received a second place award for TV ad PSA, so congratulations, John, and your team for the great work and for receiving the award. Congratulations. And finally, well, actually, not finally, two other issues. Recently, many of our faculty receive great honors, but this one was particularly special, so we want to take a moment to recognize her. I received lots of mail about our faculty, 99%. It's great mail. This one was especially great. I received notice from John Simon Guggenheim Memorial Foundation that Colleen Sterrett, professor of the sculpture program, had become a Guggenheim Fellow for 2016. This is a remarkable honor. It really recognizes her great talent. So I want to take a moment to congratulate Colleen publicly. And I thought I saw her earlier, so Colleen, are you still here? Please stand up and be recognized. Did she? Oh, she's right across. Okay, hurry in, Colleen. There she is. Congratulations. And you can always read about her on our website. Okay, one more thing. As usual, we like to honor our retirees who are leaving the district for their great work and service to Long Beach City College. We have 4 retirees that we'd like to honor. I know at least 2 are here. So I'd like to begin with a gentleman who has served us for now more than 25 years. Mr. Marlon Martin, who has been in our reprographics room as a reprographics technician, continuing to serve us day in and day out. Always just a person who just comes to work and does his thing every day like clockwork. So I want to thank him for his 25 years of service to the college and for always having a smile. So Marlon, congratulations. Are you in the room, Marlon? Oh, there he is, hiding behind the podium. Okay, the next individual who has also served us for many years, 30 years now, and again, one of those individuals who day in and day out just works his butt off for this college and always does it with a smile, and from time to time brings homemade egg rolls with him. So Mr. Danny Toe has served the district for 30 years. He began his service as a custodian, became the lead custodian, the custodial supervisor, and then took over the stadium and district facilities as a business manager and just done a tremendous job. He will be very much missed by us all, and you will always be part of the Long Beach City College family, Danny. So congratulations, and come on up and receive the certificate on behalf of the district. Say a few words? All right. Yeah.
Good evening. It's like a great pleasure and honor and privilege.
You broke it, Danny.
It's an honor and privilege to speak in front of you tonight and to say farewell. And that's up to 31 and a half years working here. I started here as a student. Upon my graduation, the college offered me a job, which I call career. It's a long career. And once again, I want to thank you for the opportunity that opened the golden door, give me the opportunity to work here all those years. Thank you, everyone.
That's all I have? Oh, I'm sorry. We do have two other individuals, sorry, that could not be here that I want to make sure and recognize. First, Magdaleno Zamaripa, our warehouse delivery driver, is retiring after 15 years. So please give a round of applause and congratulate Magdaleno. As well as Robert McQueen, custodian, who has served us for more than 15 years. Please join me in congratulating Robert on his much-deserved retirement. All right, now that's all I have.
Where'd he go?
Trustee
Did
Kellogg?
Danny leave? Yeah, he's there. Great, you're pointing to a mass amount of people I'm looking at. Oh, Danny, I'm sorry. I appreciate the fact that we had individuals in what makes a college. We're in the business of education. We don't make widgets or things of that nature. We provide education, let people help themselves, and it's about people like yourselves and others. But I wanted to personally thank you for all the years that you've worked with me on some community events, things of that nature, and always with a smile when I call up. And so I just want to tell you, I will miss you, but also I appreciate everything you did in the past and how you handled yourself. And I just wish you the very best, and also to say again publicly, thank you for all the years helping me as I was trying to put things together in my community with the college. So best of luck to you, and I'll miss you, my friend.
That's it? So, agenda item 2.7, there has been a request to move up agenda item 8.2. And so we're going to do that, but here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do the ASB report, and then we will call 8.2. First, we will have 5 people who have signed up to comment on 8.2, and then we will do the item itself. And then we will go on to public comments on the remainder of the agenda items. So, do we have our ASB President report?
Yes, we do.
Good evening, Superintendent President Oakley, Board President Otto, members of the board, and members of the public. I would like to start off by thanking Trustee Baxter and Trustee Kellogg for attending our mini Grand Prix this past Saturday. This is a tradition that's been going on at Long Beach City College for 40 years. So it's very outstanding to see that we have an event that's been upheld for this long. So I would like to thank you guys for attending our event this past weekend. Next, the ASB Cabinet just wrapped up our Sustainability Week and our homeless student outreach event this past week. And we would like to thank the faculty and staff that participated in the planning and the execution of this event. This upcoming week, we have our What is ASB event, and in our What is ASB event, the ASB Cabinet will be on campus both at the LAC and PCC, letting students know what we do as student leaders and how they can get involved. This Friday, we will be having our meeting here at the LAC campus in this room. We will also be having voter registration training that day. So at 9 a.m., we will be having someone from LA Vote come out and assist us with voter registration training so we can encourage our peers and describe how important it is for us as college students to go out and vote, not only in our local, but our state and federal level. We will also be attending the ASB Cabinet, and the PCC Student Council will be attending SSCCC's General Assembly, where our peers in the community college system draft resolutions to present to the state to pass legislation. in order to support the community college system. This weekend, our delegate will vote on this legislation and represent Long Beach City College. Lastly, we will be having our ASB elections for the 2016 and 2017 Executive Board on May 10th through 12th. Thank you for your time.
I got a question.
Trustee Kellogg?
Did you win, finally? Did your team win? Because you guys were pretty amazing.
We got second place.
Sorry. I was running. To everyone, that is a great event, and I love the fact to see the college does things that are engaging to our students. I will also tell my fellow board members that there was a very humorous conversation about the Board of Trustees with Superintendent President Oakley putting a team together for next year. I will not tell you what the comments were about it, but I can only tell you there was a real question whether we'd even finish the race. And that was the most kind comment, but it was a great event, and it really was impressive to see the students' involvement, and I love seeing that with the college too. So, and you guys that's why I asked, you guys really were pretty remarkable when you turned in some of those times, and it was not a casual event either. People took that very seriously. I got on the one with one of the women's team, and I immediately got off because I thought, no, they were pushing pretty hard too. So it's a fun event, but it was enjoyable to be there too, and best of luck to everyone in the future, and we'll see how we do next year if we have a team.
Trustee Kellogg, if I can respond, Dal, don't leave yet. I was on one of those carts in 1977, the first race, and trust me, we are not having a team.
When we put the team together, Trustee Baxter, you were not considered one of the three, so don't worry about it. That's all right.
That's not nice.
Okay. All right. Moving on, 8.2, this is the Community and Student Workforce Project Agreement. The recommended action is that the Board of Trustees authorize the Vice President, Administrative Services, or designee to enter into and execute the Community and Student Workforce Project Agreement as it has been submitted. We have been working on this for quite some time. It has been a great effort on the part of a great number of people, and we really appreciate everybody's hard work to bring us to where we are today. So I would recognize Trustee Kellogg for a motion.
I'll make the motion.
No, go ahead.
I was going to make a brief comment because we do it now.
And then do it.
You have to second it.
I'll put a motion on the floor to approve the motion. Can I make my comment, or do you want me to do it later?
No, let's get a second, and then you can comment.
Okay.
Second.
Get a second. Okay. Second by Trustee Archuleta. Trustee Kellogg.
I will be brief because I know a lot of you probably want to go home, and that's okay. There's no problem with that. Stay if you want. As President Otto mentioned, this item first appeared, it was a few months ago, and I remember it was sitting up on the board, and it was somewhat vague. It was a concept more than anything else, but tonight, through the work of a lot of people, putting a lot of time in, it's real and it's achievable, and it's got the goals that will result in the benefits to our students. And as I mentioned earlier, we're in the business of education and helping people help themselves through education. So this item alone is going to do that. We can't do it alone. This institution can do lots of things, but in this particular case, it's going to help to have a partner, and you just can't piecemeal these things together. So you need to have a partner that will help you with the students on giving them some opportunities. So I've written down some things on that. It's great to have our students who are better educated, and that's what they will, but it also is now going to present more opportunities for our students, and opportunities not just to learn a trade, but to eventually have a career, and a career that has promise. And hope is a good thing, as they said in one movie a long time ago. And so the fact that this is before us tonight, and all the effort that went into it, to our student population, current and future, this is something that we're giving, hopefully, that you will have an opportunity to better your lives. And what a better way to look at this whole item and to say that we're not just, there's no downside to this. It's going to offer you a potential job, a promising career in the trades. And that is something that I think we should all be very proud of. And obviously, when I was talking to President Otto, I said I'd be more than happy to make the motion, and I've done so. And I look forward to the comments and for all of us to move forward in giving our students more opportunities to better their lives through education, through jobs, and giving them hope. And that's a great thing tonight. So thank you very much.